Well, it may be wet down there, but it is somewhat akin to a bombed-out area on the Shea Stadium turf out here. As you can see, large patches of sod have been taken up, and now the riot control police are moving the crowds out through the outfield exit. But what remains in their aftermath looks as if the United States Air Force has flown over and taken target practice on Shea Stadium. Almost craters throughout the field where sod has been removed. And Rusty, with a day game tomorrow, it is going to be a tough job for Pete Flynn and the boys to do it. And we're going to be back with more of the celebration and to talk about what might happen after this for Budweiser. As the aftermath of the crowd's celebration on the field is being surveyed by the ground crew, let's again go back to the Mets clubhouse and Tim McCarver.
All right, Steve, thanks a lot. One of 3 Mets with postseason experience. Keith Hernandez and Howard Johnson, the other two. Gary, is this better than 1981 with the Expos?
You bet it is, Timmy. When you go 162-game schedule and you finally get here, it's such a gratifying feeling. You know, the split season that we had in 81, that was a nice feeling too. But being a part of this ball club and winning and starting from the very beginning and going all the way here and winning it big, God, it's just wonderful.
Now, any thoughts of the postseason now, or is it too early to think about it? Or have you been thinking about it?
We have been thinking about it. Certainly, Houston looks as though that they're destined to be there. You know, they've had a great season and all, and I think we've played them extremely tough this year. But I guess when they finally clinch it, then we can start concentrating who it's really going to be. But we just feel that our chances are great. Now we've got about the last 3 weeks to kind of prepare ourselves and get ourselves ready for those playoffs and all. And then when that time comes, then we're going to go like gangbusters.
Gary Carter, arguably the most valuable player in the National League. Some people think he is. Others think Keith Hernandez is. Let's go to Ralph Kiner now and see his views on that. Ralph?
Well, I don't know about the most valuable player, Tim, but I do know the man who has won more ball games than any manager in the major leagues in the last 3 years. And that man is standing right next to me, Davey Johnson. Davey, congratulations on doing such a great job the first 2 years and, of course, on winning the Eastern Division Championship this year.
Well, thank you very much, Ralph. It's really refreshing. I'm glad it's over with. Hopefully we can rest a few days, some of the regulars, and relax and then get back to business.
Any part of this season that you think was the key point of the season?
I think the key point, we had a real good spring training and had a lot of good players, and everybody got a chance to play, and I think that was important because everybody felt a part of the club. And everybody contributed a great deal. And I told them in spring training, it takes 24 men to win a pennant. And I got great contributions from 24 guys.
You certainly did, and you worked them so well. And tonight was maybe a case in point when you put a first baseman into play in place of Keith Hernandez. He got 3 base hits.
Well, I'll tell you, I saw Dave Magadan a couple times over the last couple of years, and I saw him in the spring, and he really impressed me. And I really didn't want to use him a lot this year in the spring training. And when I had an opportunity with Keith out with the flu, I wanted to put him in there, and I thought he'd get a couple of hits, but I didn't expect him to win the ball game for me.
1969, the Baltimore Orioles had a great team. You were part of that team, and now you're going to have to go into divisional play. Anything about that you think about?
Well, I'm excited about it. You always get excited when you're going to have postseason play, but I'm not too excited about this celebration tonight. I got sick at a couple of them, and I'm trying to stay away from these guys before they kill me. But we have to gear up for Houston. They have a fine ball club, and it's going to be a tough fight, to get by them. But I think the character out here is enough to carry us through.
And Davey Johnson, the winningest manager in the major leagues over the last 3 years, and now the head of the National League East, the New York Mets. And Davey, good luck in getting back to the safety of your office. Right now, let's go back upstairs to Steve Zabriskie and Rusty Staub.
Thanks a lot, Ralph. I would like to know how in the world Davey stayed so dry amid all that flying champagne, but he's managed to so far. Well, Pete Flynn and his ground crew looking at the infield, and as we mentioned, it does not look good. The outfield is just as bad. There are large patches of sod missing all over Shea Stadium, and the Mets have a day game against the Cubs tomorrow. So what kind of shape this will be in remains to be seen, but the inevitable has become a reality as the Mets, since April, lead the division and finally win it on September 17th by beating the Chicago Cubs here at Shea tonight 4-2. 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Mets. 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Cubs. Dwight Gooden pitches his 11th complete game of the year for the victory. He is now 15-6 on the year. Dennis Eckersley, the loser for Chicago, is 6-10. New York Mets baseball has been brought to you tonight by Budweiser. Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. For all you do, this Bud's for you. By Nissan. Test drive the new hard body trucks at your Nissan dealer now. By Burger King, where you'll find chicken tenders made with real chicken. By Manufacturers Hanover Trust. We realize your potential. By United Parcel Service. Whether it's for overnight letters or packages, UPS runs the tightest ship in the shipping business. By Meineke Mufflers. By RC Cola. Some people go out of their way for the great taste of RC. And by your New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut tri-state Lincoln Mercury dealers. Stay tuned now for a special Clubhouse post-game celebration edition of Kiner's Corner. This is Steve Zabriskie for Rusty Staub, Ralph Kiner, and Tim McCarver saying so long and congratulations to the National League Eastern Division champions for 1986, the amazing New York Mets. Good night, everybody.